Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today I'm going to be talking about the ticker GGII. I'm going through all what we know so far and then a bit more technical analysis. So let's jump right into this one. So GGII. Now we got some information regarding this one here back in April 27th, and the information here is basically regarding a reverse merger with a company called Hempacco. And what this happened here is a new board of directors of GGII under the leadership of Hempacco visionary CEO Sandro Pincon was appointed, and the GGI applied to OTC Market Group Incorporations for access to its information and disclosure system in order to be able to file missing reports and add further information on the new ownership group. This process can take 3 to 4 weeks to complete. Hempacco business model is distributing tobacco with consumer goods in the forms of herb cigarettes, CBD, CBG, hemp cigarettes, and other plant-based natural smokables. Now, once GGII is currently with its OTC market filing obligations, its plan is to pursue a potential merger or combinations of operations with Hempacco. No definitive agreement have been signed between the two, but there's no guarantee that such agreement will be entered into or that the combinations will occur. So that is basically what we have so far when it comes towards official information. Now, the unofficial information, before going there, there's the website that you do have for Hempacco, who they are. There's even a kind of a, not a presentation, but more of a video representing the entire process of this private label cigarettes, or just the packaging of cigarettes and or the cigarette products, etc., and going on everything from vertically integrated manufacturing process to also a bit more information about their operations in general. And so, just to make it clear, Hempacco is a vertically integrated hemp manufacturing company in San Francisco, California. It owns the Real Stuff trademarked hemp cigarettes, CBD smokables, offer hemp cigarettes as a private label supplier, and its own CBD and hemp vending machine to roll out products around the country. Besides owning and manufacturing its own name brand, Hempacco also provides a private label cigarette full services, product development, manufacturing, logistics, and CBD automated retail concepts with vending machines. Hempacco's mission is to be the most recognized name brand of hemp smokable products in the world. Now they do go ahead with more information, etc., on some of the product pictures here. Now, some of the most interesting things is what I've actually been hearing about this podcast that they did have not long time ago. And from there, it created a bunch of buzz on social media in general, including as well Twitter. And they're talking regarding, for instance, their sales, their kind of also market cap. Currently, the market cap is sitting around $133 million. Now, in general, there's some talks about how much money they make, but that information is not really available when it comes towards financials, or at least from the latest SEC filings in general. And when it is available, it becomes that kind of revenue is very small for GGII. Now, not compared to, of course, Hempacco, because a lot of people are comparing it to, or understanding that this is a reverse merger on the pipe with Hempacco, and taking a quick look into Hempacco's products and sales and comparing it to the market cap. Now, a big thing here is that you don't know the introductions of new shares, etc., how the entire process is going to happen. Is there going to be more additional shares? The exact agreement is not yet solid. So it's a little bit harder to kind of putting things together and speculate on it. But nonetheless, some of the things that they are talking about it, for instance, is the pallet's worth of being $75,000 to $125,000 each. Now, a big part of this one is how much of that is revenue, etc. Or sorry, how much of that is net revenue. And other things, for instance, is the podcast commenting about things where the leadership there has said that there's a lot more to come, etc. And the list goes on, really. And there seems to be a lot of promises that are made on that podcast from the CMO and the leadership on Hempacco and GGI in general. The sense of that is that there is more PR to come. and that's what's fueling in the buzz. So we can move on a bit towards technical analysis and see from a technical standpoint what's going on there. Now, but before moving on, if you would like to see more contents like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and drop a like. If you would like to join our Discord, the server's link is in the description. So let's move on towards technical analysis now. Now, from a technical analysis point of view, things get really interesting here. Of course, it was almost more of less than a penny, less of actually a tenth of a penny worth before, and there's been a lot of buzz that came out of this one and some speculations, and really shot this price up almost to 4 cents. Now, the 30 EMA, this red line, is above the 10 SMA, which is usually a bearish indicator, but that's because it has been very much almost on a complete horizontal line in terms of trading, and so there's not a lot going on there, and so the indicators will be a little bit rough on the moving averages, and similarly to the ADX. However, the William % R shows that this one is overbought with an MACD histogram that is retracting just a little, and so is momentum here. Now, there's a massive move that happened today based on this candle alone, going all the way from around 1 cent and then kind of diving all the way to a range up to 3.5 cents. Now, a quick thing on the moving averages itself, you're expecting for this one to trade at 3.25 cents, and then moving all the way down to the bottom at almost 0, that's the Bollinger Bands. Now, these kind of indicators will not really show you strong, more information, but supports and resistances, that's where things get interesting. Now, the current support for this level is sitting currently at 0.023, below there 0.019, and below there 0.014. That's on the Fibonacci retracement, following by the 0.009. Now, the current significant resistances here, you're looking into 0.029, and above there is the 0.037. Now, if we were to go ahead and try to find that price line action significant supports on resistances as well, by going ahead and taking perhaps a more focused overview, let's say 1 month, 2 hours. And by using price line actions, we're able to actually figure out significant support and resistance levels. So the current support level that we're seeing is at 0.027. Below there, 0.025, and then diving down to 0.022, and a very strong one hitting at 0.016, and going a little bit further down to 0.011. Significant resistances, you're looking into 0.031, and then upwards to 0.033. And then comes to the question to Ed, what do you really think about this one? And the current information that I have is there's a lot of speculations going on. Of course, the leadership from Hempacco seems to be very bullish in that sense, and they did say that there's a lot more coming. Now, the quick thing about also market caps, etc., that's a lot of speculations that the agreement hasn't even been written yet, or at least publicized. And once that agreement comes in public, we can start nitpicking into there and try to understand how much is this deal actually worth, and is that a good deal or not? Now, this is a reverse merger that almost 100% is going to go through. Now, just the biggest questions is the exact fine details and the prints that come towards that. And so that will take some time for us to understand, and it's almost a speculations. If you do put your money right now at this level, it's almost like you're gambling into this being a good opportunity. Now, volume in the market itself, there's been a little bit of buzz about it, but it's hard to pinpoint a dollar value for such thing. What do you think about this sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you made it this far into the video, I do recommend that you go ahead and join our Discord server. There's a lot of amazing folks in here. We do a lot of discussions here into the trading floor throughout the day. A lot of people are in there, and we do ask questions. You can ask me any question you would like on there. We do post research and DDs, and we hold weekly chat sessions. And we also do have a lounge in there. So make sure to actually join that and join the fun there. Have a wonderful day and a good one.